Blessings and welcome to today's Sunday service short message from the heart of mighty I Am Presence. Today's topic is hitting your end. This topic definitely impacts all of us that are in the human form. Yet I want to bring the awareness from God's presence into this. So if you have hit your end, there's a whole different awareness around this. So thank you for joining my channel. For those of you who are new, welcome. My channel is all about embodiment of mighty God presence, and first aligning yourself with that and then embodying it. For those of you who are returning to my channel, thank you so much. I really appreciate receiving all your comments and questions, and please continue. So let's talk about hitting your end. In this human form, we go through life, and a lot of the life that we get to experience, we take it on our own. We take it to deliver the tasks, deliver the goals, handle the projects, handle the responsibilities. And in general, we're all doing the best that we can, and it's beautiful. Yet, sometimes our human self reaches some of these challenges that it no longer can handle. It no longer has the capacity or the capability. It could be around finances. It could be around relationship. It could be around illness. It could be around something going on with a child or a family member. It could be something to do with work. You've hit your end. And when you reach your end, it seems like you just don't have any more energy or any more possibility to go forward anymore. Maybe your bank has emptied. Maybe the relationship you're in hit this difficult place, and now you've just come to this moment. You don't know. You're literally ready to give it up. This is a very crucial moment, and I want to share this with you from a personal level as well as from this consciousness level. When and if you hit this moment, please recognize this is a very vital moment, because when you, in your human self that has taken all of these burdens, that has done the best, and you hit your end, it's on purpose. Because when you hit your end and you feel you just cannot go anymore, and it's beyond the feeling, you've reached your capacity, just remember this video, because that's when you surrender. It's almost like you surrender, you're giving it up. It seems like you're giving up, but what you're doing, you're giving out, and you're giving up those burdens and responsibilities that you've been carrying on your own, and you're giving it up to God presence. And that's when God presence shows out, shows up stronger in you. It's like you've hit your end and you're at the bottom and you just can't go on anymore. And when you reach out and you surrender in that moment, and you said, I just can't do it anymore, and you're honest, and you say, I need help, God help me, that's when God comes in. Because you cannot take this all on your own and shut the door in God's presence, or you can give this up to God's presence and let God's presence carry it through you. God can't work in both ways in you. So when you surrender that moment, and I've experienced this several times where I've hit my end, and in that moment, and it seems like it's despair, it seems like it's just helpless, it seems like there's nowhere else to turn, like I'm that's it, like I'm in the hole. And when I give it up, the next thing is the answer comes, the strength comes, the perseverance comes, the resilience comes. And out of that, because God steps in and shows me the way, opens up new possibilities. And what I've noticed over and over, that end that I've reached, It's the end of my old way, the end that I was doing things on my own, not including the responsibility with God Almighty, and not leaning back in trust, letting God Almighty presence work through me. So next time you come into one of these moments, you've hit your end, just remember you're about to have your biggest breakthrough out of this end. You're about to have God Almighty do the best through you in you. Just, this is not giving up. We're not talking about giving up. We're talking about giving it up to God Mighty to carry it for you. Not giving up in life. Not saying like, okay, I'm defeated. Not that. You're giving the responsibility that you've been carrying it. You're giving it up to the altar of mighty God presence to carry it through you. And this is your salvation. This is where you find your freedom. This is when you begin to truly find that greater courage, the greater strength through you, and you will be able to take the next new direction, which is very different. And it's the breakthrough that you've been looking for. So remember, next time you hit one of these end moments in your life, it has to end. But what is ending that suffering in you that you've been carrying, that responsibility you've been carrying. And when you give it up, not give up in life, you give those heaviness up to God Almighty to carry it for you, you get lighter. And next thing, the incredible blessings come into your life. So I look forward in hearing how this plays out in your life. So please do share. I've seen this over and over in my life. And not too recently, I also hit one of these moments and I just surrendered. I said, I just can't do it anymore. My human can't do it. And this is when God Almighty took over. And it feels so much lighter, so much easier, so much more profound. So this is the invitation for you. Thank you so much for watching this and leaving your comment. And for those of you that really want to go deeper, you want to walk with God Almighty presence, you want to align, embody that in you, you want to live from that inner Christ light, please consider joining my ministry, Ascension Alchemy Ministry. It is a private member ministry association, and our Monday night meditations is the key where you get to really sit in this presence, and every day the content that we provide. Thank you and have a beautiful, blessed day. The information is at the bottom.